flipper behind the back, and John Barry, the cross-court pass. Stojakovic shooting the ball exceptionally well here in the first half, has given his team a nice little lift off the bench. And then the shot by Aaron McKee, and this time the 76ers with very poor floor balance, and John Barry lays it in at the other end. So a quick 7-point spurt there, and they are right back in this ball game. 3:08 remaining here in this second period.
Most of that improvement in field goal accuracy comes from the bench. Their reserves are 8 of 11 shooting in this first half. Here's Lynch with the jumper. And he gets a very friendly roll. Weber against Geiger. Williams for 3. Jason Williams. I don't know what to say.
He faked the behind the back pass, froze the defense, and just rose up and hit the 3. that was pretty.
Williams is on Iverson. Jumper, got it.
Now you watch Jason Williams. He's got in his eye. It's one of those when he comes back and looks to pay you back. He'll pull up and shoot a big 3 here.
Weber took on almost the whole defense and then slams it home.
I'd say that's pretty skillful for a big man. When new Bobby put the ball in his left hand, drove it, spun, got in the lane with a powerful dunk, and he's played the entire first half now, Chris Webber. Remember, this is the 8th game in 13 days.
Suddenly a 2-point game.
2 minutes left on the first.
Williams went for the steal, deflects it out of bounds. And the Sixers keep it. Iverson has already hoisted 17 shots in this game. He averages 26 shots a game, far and away the highest figure in the NBA. He's on his way to exceeding that today. Working on Williams again, another shot, and he was fouled. Williams picks up his 3rd.
Now watch this subtle little play. You get the ball, you fake the behind the back. Look what he did to Billy Owens. He went like as he was going to go for the pass, and then he jumps up and he shoots the 3. It's that little ball fake that freezes the defense. Look at Billy Owens react to it, and then he just jumps up and buries it.
Iverson's a 73% free throw shooter, and he has one more coming. Jason Williams to the bench again. 1 of 2 for Iverson. Williams really can't cope with Iverson defensively. Not that many people can.
Well, you could see every time Allen Iverson got the ball and he was playing him, he was going to attack him, and he fouled him that time on the jump shot. That's what you don't want to do. You don't want to put Allen Iverson on the line shooting jump shots.
Foul number 30, Billy Owens. That's his first.
Billy Owens picks up a foul at the other end. That's his first. Next Sunday in prime time, it's the All-Star game. Last year's Rookie of the Year, Vince Carter, the top vote getter. He leads the East. Shaq will lead the West. Plus Garnett, Iverson, Hill, Bryant, and more. NBC presents the world's greatest team sport athletes in the NBA All-Star Game. This will also be the first time the All-Star Game is broadcast in high-definition TV, presented by NBA.com. 6 Eastern next Sunday on NBC.
Speaking of that All-Star game, Allen Iverson voted a starter. We've talked about that, but the importance of what that felt like for him, for the fans to recognize him, to vote him as a starter, that really meant a lot to him when we talked to Larry Brown today.
Sacramento with the steal. They trail by only 1 after being down by 14. They can take their first lead with a basket here. Barry misses the 3. Back comes Owens for Philly to Iverson with the reverse that won't fall. The ball is just ping-ponged around, and who's got it now? It's the Sixers. Iverson racing with Barry, and he scores. You know, I'm looking over at the Sacramento bench, and one of their assistants, the legendary former Princeton coach, Pete Carrill. I don't think this is anything like.
One he wasn't able to convert. Now watch him grab Theo here by the arm and just give him a shove. Looked good, but he got pushed, got called for the push and the chin up. Luckily there, he would have got called for another foul for swinging on the rim.
3rd foul on Weber. Anderson on Iverson. The pass for Ratliff broke it up. Corbin in a foot race with Snow, and Snow has the younger and fresher legs. Williams kicked it. Philadelphia ball.
This Eric Snow is a real glue to this team. You know, Allen Iverson gets the headlines, and well, he should, by averaging 30-plus points a game. This guy keeps them together. He runs the team, gets the guys to the open area. See, he has 7 assists, 5 quiet points, no turnovers, guards the other team's best player on the perimeter. He is a real key to their success.
Anderson broke it up. Philly keeps it. 10 on the shot clock. For Sacramento, this is the last game of an 8-game trip spread over 13 days, a zigzagging trip. Speaking of zigzagging, what about Iverson?
Ball was knocked loose, and while he was in the air, he regained it. Another point in the paint, a layup for Allen Iverson, and I'm sure that Rick Adelman's not happy with that. He said, let's make them shoot jump shots. That has not been the case here in this third quarter.
Iverson has 31. Sacramento went east, Midwest, back east. 8 games in 13 days. Only been able to practice 3 times in that span, and all 3 were walkthroughs. Weber pumps up a 3 and misses it. Had to take it to beat the shot clock. Iverson comes out of the pack. Snow. Hill is on the offensive glass. And Divac knocks it away, takes it. Weber hanging back. Snow with him, and he fouls him. That's 3 on Eric Snow.
A lot of times when you drive in traffic, Bob, you got to have great concentration. A lot of hands reaching for the ball. You see the quick hands of Weber. The ball is knocked loose. Allen Iverson regathers himself in the air and finishes it. This is the kind of concentration you have to be able to finish around that basket if you're 6'1" and weigh about 165 pounds, which is what Allen Iverson is.
We have played 4 minutes and 35 seconds of this quarter, and after Weber's free throw miss, Sacramento is still scoreless since halftime. They're 0 for 8 from the floor in the third.
It's hard to play from behind on the road. At home you can do that, because when you get into the game and you start making a run, Bob, your crowd gets into it and it energizes you. In a game like this, you have to pull it out of yourselves, and it's very, very difficult to do that playing from behind.
Slender Larry Hughes, his pass picked off by Jason Williams. Williams with the jumper. And finally, they're on the board after 5 minutes of the third quarter.
Now that was good patience. Instead of coming down and launching that 3, he took his time, played a little screen roll there, got inside that 3-point line and made an easier shot.
Williams has scored 10 after that basket. Iverson, he's got 33.
I think he might be going for 50 today. Bob, we talked about a shootout. I think he's got 5-0 on his mind.
He's reached that figure once in his career.
3 seconds. 3.
Did it 3 years ago against Cleveland. Tyrone Corbin driving through. And it's out of bounds off his knee. Adelman can't believe it. Sixers take it, leading by 9.
You look at that team that Sacramento has. Tyrone Corbin, an older player. Nick Anderson struggling. Vlade Divac having an off game. I think Rick Adelman is going to have to go back to that bench. Jason Williams, a much-needed basket, a great steal. Now, here's the patience you want. Take your time. We got nothing. I get a good screen. I drive it to about 17. I make the jump shot. And then Allen Iverson finishes once again. He squares himself up. Nick Anderson's got to give him some space to respect that quickness. You get a couple layups, that jumper looks a lot better.
If there is a personal duel between Iverson and Williams, Iverson is winning it again.
If he doesn't get a diamond, he doesn't get me.
Not without a diamond.
If you want to get close, get the new